You know what? DC said, I'm being sick and tired, y'all slandering our name, okay? So they said, you know what? You're going to put some respect on my name, okay? And that's what they did with Aquaman. It might not be, oh my God, this movie was so amazing, best movie ever in life. But you know what? It was a step in the right direction. And what do we call that, ladies and gentlemen? We call that growth. Hey everyone, it's Sharronda from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Aquaman, which I had the chance to see last night at the Amazon Prime member screening. I was like, okay, Amazon, I see y'all trying to keep my coins, trying to have me not cancel and bum off somebody else's Amazon Prime. Y'all got me for now, but just keep the screenings coming. Saw Aquaman, which was directed by James Wan, who, y'all, he done directed Saw, Furious 7, the Insidious movies, the Conjuring movies, helped produce with them as well. James Wan was doing the damn thing, and when they said that he was going to be directing this film, I was pretty damn excited, and I was like, DC, I see y'all trying to get the DCEU going in the right direction, and we're on that trajectory right now. So this movie stars Jason Momoa, who plays Arthur Curry, Amber Heard, Nicole Kidman, Patrick Wilson, a whole bunch of people, y'all, okay? And Dolph Lundgren, okay? Who I really enjoyed in this movie. I said, I see you making a comeback. Who we know from the Rocky films, and also too, most recently Creed, which just came out earlier this month. He did a really fantastic job. I really just have to say that before I go into everything else. I was like, it's good to see you. And you're not even an asshole in this movie like the other films we used to seeing you in. I was like, okay, Dolph, keep them coming, okay? I want to see you more. So, how we're going to do this, I'm going to go into what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and tell you, should you pay or wait to see this? Should you spend the coins? Should you wait for something better? So let's go ahead and get into it. So Aquaman basically centers around Arthur Curry. He's played by Jason Momoa. And so basically there's a war brewing right now, okay, between the people of Atlantis and the surface dwellers, the people living on Earth, okay? And so basically his half-brother Orm, played by Patrick Wilson, he's trying to become the ocean master. He's trying to get all the little kingdoms behind him so he can lead this war and take over the little surface people, because he ain't got no respect for them whatsoever. So it is up to Arthur to actually confront his past of him being Atlantean and him dealing with the trauma of them taking his mother Atlanna away, played by Nicole Kidman, as he takes on his brother to stop this war from happening. And that's all I'm going to say about that without giving too much away. So what did I like about this film? I thought this film was very enjoyable to watch, and I think that will have to do with the charisma played by Jason Momoa, who's basically playing Jason Momoa, but it's okay because we're going to act like he's just playing Arthur for this. But I think that he makes the movie really fun to watch. I think that's done through some funny dialogue, which it hit for the most part, but there are also sometimes I just like, yeah, that didn't hit for me, but it's okay. I see where you are going with it, so I'm going to keep going with it as well. But one of the things that I will have to say who was my favorite character was Atlanna, played by Nicole Kidman, who plays Arthur's mother. Y'all, in the trailer, you see the scene where she's fighting when her son is young, trying to protect her son. Baby, that fight scene was everything. That was one of my most favorite fight scenes. And it will have to do not only to Nicole Kidman's character, per portrayal of her character, but James Wan, with how he shot that scene, the different angles that they choose to like get the fight scene, and I was like, y'all, you really did that. There's times when they go up and then they're going low. I was just like, I'm really loving what you guys are doing with this, and that's what made that fight scene so enjoyable. And like I said, that's one of my favorite scenes of the movie. But also too, while I'm talking about her character, I really love how the women help shape, mold, and guide them while still having their own shine during the movie. I felt like women were given a great shine between Amber Heard, who plays Mera. She was so badass. She was fun to watch, but also too with Nicole Kidman playing Atlanna, his mother. I love how they show that they help Arthur through this journey of him confronting his past and kind of like dealing with things to try to help save the world. I thought it was beautifully done, and I think the cinematography with Jason Wan and the effects that they were used to create this world of Atlantis, it was absolutely beautiful to look at, from how they did Atlantis and the different kingdoms, from the colors that were used, from little intricacies to how what their ships look like, what the fish look like. I thought it was very well done. And also too, from a CGI standpoint, I didn't have an issue with the CGI. Everyone was like, this is going to be CGI overload. And I'm just like, they're underwater. What did you guys think it was going to be? But it wasn't distracting to me. It didn't bother me whatsoever. I could be in the minority. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know from my perspective, okay? But we gotta talk about these costumes, okay? I love the costumes. Kim Bader, who's responsible for working on the Matrix movies, Amazing Spider-Man, Green Lantern, Jupiter Ascending, she did a great job with the costumes for this film. One of my favorite costumes was, look, Mera had this jellyfish. She had this little jellyfish dress on. And I was like, is it an underwater Peter that's going to come and get her for this? But I was really feeling it. I was like, look, that was so... I was like, can I get that? Can y'all just make that? Can we figure out how we can make this work? Let's just do it. But I thought the costume design was really amazing as well. And so... pretty much overall, that's the most that I've liked about the film. While I had fun with this film overall, there are some issues with this film as well. And so I was really trying to understand these reviews, because when I was watching them before we actually had our screening come up before the embargo when the embargo lifted, people were really vague. I was like, did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? And I kind of understand more from a critic standpoint where they were coming from. One of the issues that I had to do with the screenplay. I felt as though they were incorporating the stories of the New 52 comics, but it was way too many plots going on. I was just like, damn, is this a story about like him figuring out like how he could become the King of Atlantis? You know, is this about his battle with his bad history of Black Manta? Like, what is going on in this film? It was way too much. I felt like they had enough plot lines to do like the Aquaman movie and the Aquaman 2 sequel. That's how much what was going on. And so while the movie felt bloated, it really was just like, I can't keep up, nor do I feel like there was enough story that was established for these plot lines for me to necessarily care about all of them. And so one of the plot lines that I really didn't care for, the storylines, had to do with Black Manta, played by Yahya, I don't even want to mess this up, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And so who we know him from, he was on The Get Down, played Cadillac, he was on Baywatch. He's done a lot of different roles. And so while I love this actor playing this, one of Aquaman's, if not his biggest arch nemesis, I felt as though the story that they established to show why he hates Aquaman so much, I felt like they really rushed through it, and I couldn't really I couldn't feel him why he was so angry. Granted, what happened, anyone would be upset, but for how he just really just had this vendetta, I just wasn't feeling it. And for me, I felt as though they really should just focus this film more so on Orm, and they could have involved like a little bit of Black Manta. He could have had a minor role, and then his role become bigger when they get to the Aquaman 2 sequel. Yeah, I just didn't really care for the portrayal of Black Manta. I really think they could have did better with the story. And also, too, going into that with the storyline between Orm as he's on this journey to become Ocean Master. You know, he wants to lead the war against the surface dwellers, but they really don't establish why. Why is he so power hungry? Why does he want to, like, start this war that's going to cause, like, more casualties between both the Atlanteans and the surface dwellers than what is really needed right now? And so I think they could have took more time away from Black Manta and put more time on trying to understand why Orm is the way that he is. So because of that, it's a lot going on. Pacing gets a little thrown off towards the middle of the film, and then it just speeds up super fast towards the end of the film, and leaving me feel like this 2 hour and 23 minute runtime, it could have been cut shorter, y'all. You could have cut out a lot of the plot lines and stuff like that, and then it would have been a really solid movie. But as I said, I had fun watching this movie. I really enjoyed it. I really think that with the DCU, what DC needs to do with the DCU, Warner Brothers, they need to just really flesh out their villains a little bit more, give their villains more to necessarily do throughout the course of the film. And I think they took a step in the right direction with Aquaman, but they just need to do that more and focus on it for their other films. And honestly, I think that everyone has a villain issue. Marvel is kind of just getting into fleshing out their villains as far as with Thanos and also too with Killmonger. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just bashing on DC. I think everybody has some work to do, but I think that this is a great step in the right direction. I'm excited to see what comes from the DCU next with Wonder Woman, another Aquaman, because we already know it's gonna get green lit, y'all. Like, duh, they already making money overseas right now. So those are pretty much my thoughts on Aquaman. What am I going to say that you need to do with your coins? Duh, go pay to see this movie in theaters. Make sure you go see it in IMAX. That is the one thing I have to say. If y'all gonna keep doing these early screenings, okay, I'm fine with that, but can we get an IMAX? Can we get a 3D? Can we get a Dolby option? I'm just saying, just somebody listen to me, hear me, feel me, okay? So yes. So those are my thoughts on Aquaman. As always, my name is Sharronda from Pay or Wait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I will see you soon.